Hi, I'm Justin Jeffrey with the Jeffrey Real Estate Group, and I'm here with Liz Leckie from Investors Group. And we're here today to talk a little bit about if you're thinking about getting into the market, what are some things that you can do to make sure that the process is smooth for you, and also that you've got everything under control in terms of your finances and financial planning. So Liz, take it away. What exactly do you do to help your clients?
Perfect. So I'm a financial planner with Investors Group. I mainly deal with lots of retirement savings, but obviously part of life is, major purchases. So it's buying a home, buying a car, maybe a cottage. So our job is to help clients, budget for that and make sure that they've done everything they can to make it a cost-efficient purchase.
Awesome. Okay. So you're a first-time buyer. You're thinking of getting into the market. Where should you start?
It's really important that people go in with realistic expectations. So that's something that we try and help set up at the beginning, is trying to set out a budget and a price for a real estate agent in order to make sure you're looking in the right market. So one thing we do really suggest is that no more than 25% of your gross monthly income goes towards your mortgage.
Yeah.
So that won't include anything, including your property taxes, your house insurance, life insurance if you decide to secure the mortgage, any maintenance or repairs. So that's before any of that.
Right. And what would you say with the way that house prices have gone? What percentage are first-time buyers typically using right now?
So because house prices have obviously jumped a giant amount in the last 20 years, first-time home buyers are, a lot of them are sitting close to 35%, which gives them not much room to wiggle if the interest rates raise. So that's a real concern going forward. For
sure. There's anytime you buy a house, there's always unforeseen things that pop up. Yeah. They say that a good home inspector will catch about 85% of what could be wrong in a house.
Right.
So it's always good to prepare and make sure that you have a monthly budget, or not a monthly, but a yearly budget set aside for whatever house that you purchase, especially if you're not purchasing a brand new home.
Right. So emergency funds are a giant part of our planning process because as much, most people know that the unexpected will happen. So your furnace is going to break down, your roof is going to need replacing, your fence in a windstorm is going to go down, which a lot of people have experienced this summer. So those are all big costs associated with the home, and being prepared for them will help your overall financial well-being.
Absolutely. So another great benefit with being a first-time buyer is using RRSPs to buy your first home. Right. So would you mind diving into a little bit about that program?
Sure. So a lot of first-time home buyers, they may not be in the retirement saving, stage of their life yet, but RRSPs are a great way to put in place some tax-efficient strategies. So to get some, additional returns on their tax returns to generate some more income towards a down payment. But also the first-time home buyers plan is, if there's two owners, in a couple, each owner can take out $25,000 from the first-time home buyers plan from their RRSPs, and you don't have to take out that much, but you can, and use it towards the down payment, and you can do that tax-free. And then you have to pay it back over the course of 15 years. So you've got lots of time. So it's a great resource.
So in terms of budgeting for a first home, just diving a little bit further into that, what's something that a first-time buyer can do to safeguard themselves to make sure that they're not taking on a payment that they can't afford? Because a lot of times when we talk about monthly payments, it seems a lot more manageable than actually being in the situation, because you never think about, like we were saying before, the unknowns with owning a home. Right. So what would you say is a good kind of tool or something that a first-time buyer should use to make sure that they're protected in their home ownership?
A practice run to make sure that you're comfortable with a mortgage is something that we run a lot of with young clients. So we do a 6-month trial. We work out a budget. We say this is what you can afford. And then, if you're paying $1,500 a month in rent, we look at what it's actually going to cost you if you're the homeowner. So we'll take into account some maintenance, the life insurance attached to that, the house insurance, the property tax, and the mortgage itself. So there's generally usually a $800 to $900 disparity between the two. And what we do is we actually just remove that from the bank account and put it into as additional savings into the TFSA during that time.
Right.
But it does give a couple the feel for what it's going to feel like when they own a home, and if this is the right budget or if we need to make adjustments.
That's a great idea. And how much should, let's just say you don't have RRSPs and you don't have any savings. What's something that someone can do to kind of put themselves on the right track to make sure that they're setting themselves up? Like what, maybe that's a percentage of your yearly income that...
So the best advice I have is to start somewhere. So savings, like anything, is a habit. And if you do it monthly, you start weekly, or even if it's $50 a month, especially when you're young, it's amazing how quickly that grows. And there's lots of great ways to use that. There's tax-free savings accounts, there's your RSPs, there's things like that, it can grow a bit of interest while you're doing that. But, as you get used to it, you can keep saving on a monthly basis, and that's a lot more manageable than a lump sum, which of course could be $100,000 on a $500,000 house, which is a lot.
For sure. Amazing. Well, if you have any questions about financial planning or just setting yourself up for success, I'm going to put Liz's email at the end of this video, and please feel free to reach out to her if you have any questions at all about the process. And of course, if you know of anybody looking to buy or sell real estate, we'd love to help you out on our end as well. So thank you for watching and have a great day.